Hello, hello, hello. It is your host, Mamba Jack, the Negro with the most attitude, the man with the long face, the 6 foot anime connoisseur himself. 6'2", by the way. We are here today for a special motherfucking episode of the Reserve Court podcast. Well, it's not really a podcast episode, it's just some random shit that I wanted to just talk about because, like, we haven't been doing this shit for a while. Obviously, it's been a month, more than a month. And I was just like, let me just talk about some random shit real quick, just by myself, because I personally wasn't into doing that shit for a while because of school and other things. Wasn't feeling that bitch. But now here we are. We're about to talk about 5 things today. 5 quick special topics that are hit home right in the fucking chests right here. First, we're about to talk about the government. It's shit. Number two, we're about to talk about jokes and comedy, preferably the Dave Chappelle special. Number three, pronouns. Maybe. Most likely. Uh, Number four, COVID. Motherfuckers just be dumb out here. Yeah, yeah. Number five, social issues or just interactions, how people talk to each other. I guess that has to do with the pronoun thing a bit too, so it might just coincide together. It's gonna be a long thing, maybe. Nah, it's gonna be pretty short. First of all, I'm about to get into meat potatoes of this fucking government, bro. These niggas out here, the fucking Republicans are some motherfucking idiots. The Democrats are some motherfucking idiots too, kind of. Mostly maybe our president a little bit. I don't really know, man. Like, how the fuck do you fix the shit fest that is the U.S. government? Like, we got two people fighting over, like, how do you? It's not even like they're fighting over power, but it's more a like a pageant. Everyone's trying to put on their best face to look good. Like people say the most outlandish shit just to look good to the people when they really don't fucking mean it. How do you think this man Biden said a whole bunch of fuckery, and he's not gonna do it? So they Kamala, well, where the fuck is she? Somewhere chilling in I don't know. She might be in a fucking might be shit. She alive, bro? No one knows. Um, that's interesting. I know one. Where's Kamala Harris, man? Where is Kamala Harris today? She got COVID. Oh, they thought she got COVID, but she's not even doing anything though. Okay, to subscribe to this shit. President Biden's poll numbers are bad, and the Vice President Kamala Harris's are worse. A survey this week for conservative-leaning Rasuman had her at 39% favorable and 55% unfavorable. So niggas don't fuck with her basically because she's not doing shit, bro. No one knows what she's doing. No one knows where she is. This girl is MIA, missing in action. The CIA doesn't know where she is. It's a shit storm out there, but it's whatever. The government just it's just terrible. This nigga Biden, bro. This man out here, people want to get their loans. What's it called? Student loans, forgiven because like honestly, everyone's kind of a lot of people that went to school are kind of fucked, bro. People taking out 100K, 50K student loans. The interest rates hitting up like fucking crazy because that shit. Like imagine finishing school and you're broke and you're like 100K. not even 100K. Let's say you're 80K. That's not even that bad. 80K in debt, but that depends on like various situations and like it depends on yeah, it depends on multiple variables if you can't even get at a job at a certain point in time to be able to even pay that shit off, because the interest rates possibly gonna be high as all fucking shit, and it just fries a whole bunch of people over. So really, they only got like two options: forgive the motherfucking loans, which is kind of very unlikely, or like what Biden's trying to do right now, keep the payments moving. Even though they did extend it to I think March of this year, because it was supposed to, because the forgiveness for the student loans were extended originally to January, but now they extended it to March. Can't fucking type to save my life. Yeah, Biden extends pause on student loans payments till May 1st. January, February, March, April, May. That's 4 or 5 months. We're in December right now. Who, how the fuck are people gonna pay? How is 4 or 5 months of like reprieve? Is that even the right word? Reprieve, reprieve. Yeah, how is 4 or 5 months of fucking reprieve of your loans supposed to help niggas pay that shit off? Like, bruh, how is a person about to pull up 100K 4 to 5 months? They're fucked. It's a shitstorm out there, bro. Like niggas out here crying, committing suicide, bro, over trying to better themselves in life. It's actually disgusting. Why we could spend $700 billion on military funding, fighting a war that we don't even know who the fuck we're fighting. Like, like who are we fighting? Is ISIS still an issue right now? Cause I'm not sure. I haven't heard shit about ISIS. ISIS an issue. News. Uh, just type ISIS. I guess they're tracking people down around the fucking world that are part of ISIS, but not anything. U.S. military kills scores of civilians to see. Now look at this. Now when was this? This was like when was this? This happened. I'm pretty sure this happened a while ago. A top secret military mission called Talon and Anvil tasked with wiping out ISIS in Syria between 2014 to 2019 by targeting convoys and command centers often missed and killed civilians. So these motherfuckers trying to kill like a small regime of niggas, which everyone should know in the Middle East, who are terrorists, but are actually killing random civilians in the crossfire. Cause it's like y'all niggas out here trying to fight an enemy y'all don't even really know. Because one, y'all not from the area. Two, niggas in America kind of caused the problem in the first place. And three, this is kind of being a waste of money over the last decade and a waste of a whole bunch of fucking lies. Cause y'all, it's like, what are we still doing there? Government's stupid and shit. Okay, we're moving on to the next thing. The Dave Chappelle special. Oh God. People were up in arms about that shit. Motherfuckers crying to hang this man. Dave Chappelle Jones. Don't know his middle name, so I just made his last name his middle name and just added Jones. You already know what just happened there. It's whatever. Like, I'm not gonna hold you, man. That shit was fucking hilarious. I was bawling my eyes off. I was crying tears of fucking just laughing at that shit. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Some of the jokes were kind of fucked. They were. But that shit was funny though. Not gonna hold you. Some people of the four-letter plus algebra squad, cause plus, cause like LGBTQ, LGBTQ. That's five. I'm fucking retarded. Five-letter alphabet squad plus algebra. We're mad. They're up in arms. I can't blame them. 'Cause when you can't blame them for getting mad. People get mad at whole bunch of things. Not everyone was mad within the community or that community, but a decent amount were. Maybe it was a minority, maybe it was the majority. I have no idea. To me, it's whatever. It's honestly, I don't think it's that serious, but people do say that maybe that form of rhetoric can pose an issue for that community because it promotes violence by saying stuff like that. But I didn't see anything that could possibly said that could promote violence. Like literally, like when you're trying to speak about how some words that someone can say can promote violence, what does the person say to incite it? Is he saying to do this to some people? That's how I see speech promoting violence. Not that they say something about, say, a subject that somehow leads to, because violence will happen regardless if someone says something or not. That's how what I believe, especially in this form of like art or platform that Dave Chappelle has, like where you're speaking about a topic that you pondered and about and you want to make a joke about. I don't see how that can promote violence personally, because it's honestly, in my opinion, I see that shit as just a thing for people to enjoy and laugh at. Not everyone's gonna enjoy and laugh at. That's 100% true. But I don't think it should be taken so seriously by anybody to where it should promote violence or should anger people for existing. Because then we have to get to the topic of like, okay, what can and cannot be said about anything. So what jokes can and cannot be made? So are people just in general, like all people, off limits from being making jokes? Or is that only people within those certain groups are able to make jokes about their groups that are those people only able to make jokes about the groups that they reside in? Is the question. Because at the same time, those people within those groups can make very terrible jokes that can actually harm their communities. Like there's people on I remember specifically there's this one girl on TikTok that does these shitty fucking watermelon jokes about black people. I don't know any fucking nigga that's trying to laugh at that shit, but any other race of people find that shit hilarious. Oh, she eating watermelon, ha ha ha, he, that's funny. And that's a black person making fun about her own community. Niggas eat watermelon and fried chicken and shit. Oh, to me, that's not how you make comment. I don't even really care who jokes. Me personally, if you're gonna make a joke about, let's say, black people, I don't care who makes a joke about my people, specifically blacks, Africans, whatever. It's just how is the joke done? What is the intention behind the joke? Is it there to ridicule, or is it there to is it or is it there to ridicule and actually how do you say ridicule and make that group of people seen in a bad light? Yeah, is it there to ridicule, make that people seen in a bad light, or is it there to literally just promote like a I don't say promote a perspective, but like question a perspective or an idea within that community and make a joke about it. Which that's what I saw Dave Chappelle do in his own comedy special, which I found that he did very well. And I saw a lot of things were said that he does that so well that it seems as if it's not an issue, but it truly is. But me, I don't know. I don't find it to be an issue. If it is an issue, it's okay. People can get mad at things that they don't like. It's that serious. But I don't think someone should be canceled because you don't like a joke about it. Because people can say bad jokes, they exist. But just be like, oh yeah, fuck that dude because he said a shitty joke. Nah, to me, it's really the intention behind the joke. What is he trying to say with that joke? Is he actually trying to harm those people? Not harm, but is he actually just trying to demean those people and make them seem lesser of what they are? Then the joke should not be allowed. Because, like, a prime example of that would be fucking Steven Crowder. and the way that he does some of his jokes on, yeah, I searched on air, on on YouTube. Just put Steven Crowder racist. Eh, This one, that was super fucked. We could do it real. We could talk about it real quick. I don't know if I don't say it was super bad, but it was super. It wasn't just mad out of
San Francisco
pocket.
In and Out, they've been in a battle with the city over. Go In and Out, they've been in a battle with the city over. Let me just let them tell you the story. Vaccine requirements.
Brian, right now, this
that is an
Fisherman's Wharf
aggressively Asian face.
Like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? An aggressively Asian face. She's too Asian? Is there like a degree of Asian that she should be or some shit? Like, what the fuck does that mean? That's just like a mad cringe statement. Super mad cringe statement. It's not even. Oh, God, I don't know. It's just not good, bro. It's something that should not even be allowed to be said. But it was said. But I guess I could see the whole two sides of a coin type thing, especially with the Dave Chappelle special. But that was just a quick example of what I would say a joke would mean. Not even a joke, just a statement would mean. What a statement. What is what statement? Just a shit statement. Holy fuck. It's just a really bad statement. But here's another example. What is this? No, it's an ad. No.
I don't know where you find this many farmers of color. But they did, and 5.2 billion are being allocated exclusively for colored farmers. Farmers of color, farmers of color. Roll the tape.
We begin today's show looking at a major provision in President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill that aims to address decades of discrimination against Black, Hispanic, Native American, and Asian American farmers who've historically been excluded from government agricultural programs. The American Rescue Plan sets aside $10.4 billion for agriculture support and allocates about half the funds to farmers of color who are, quote, subjected to racial or ethnic prejudice because of their identity as members of a group, unquote. The U.S. Commission on Civil Rights confirmed as long ago as 1965 the U.S. Department of Agriculture discriminated against black farmers, but little was done to address the problem.
100 years ago? Yeah, most happy about the new policy, these people. So, yeah. I'm gonna buy a plow, man. I'm gonna plant that corn. Go get a John Deere. Barack Obama, mother. I'm the president.
Now see, that's what I personally would call a joke that's intended to make fun of not how to say, yeah, intended to make fun and belittle someone. Because like what the fuck was that? Like how's that even how's that even decent comedy in any form? I'm pretty sure some people found that shit funny somewhere, but that's just mad shit. That's what I find as in it like just a unacceptable example of comedy. And that's all I gotta say about that. Just like I just personally believe anyone can be made fun of and no one's excluded from being making fun of because at the end of the day, that's how I see equality. Shit. Like that's how I see equality. I don't think anyone cannot be talked about. And I guess there are ways you could step around or tiptoe and say things to where it doesn't offend everyone, but that's kind of almost impossible. I just believe anyone can be made fun of, regardless of how they're born or where they're born, race, gender, or any way they identify themselves. That's just me personally, and that's all I gotta say about that. Next topic. I guess we could talk about social relations. God, God. You guys know what Twitter is, man. You guys know what Twitter is, man. It's a Twitter is a shit space of just a whole bunch of crap. Not gonna hold you. Well, this is just, I can't really. This is just based a whole bunch of crack, bro. Like y'all fucking know social relations. That's just the main example. But another example I was trying to talk about was, I guess, the pronoun things that I guess a lot of people are supporting and some people have an issue with. I guess what I could say about that is like, one, it's good to respect people what they want to identify themselves as. So just respect them, and that's easiest way to go about it. Two, you can't expect people to respect. You can't force people to respect that shit too. Like that's also what I gotta say, because it's like, because you want people to live life the way that you feel comfortable, but you're not willing to maybe understand. Maybe you do understand, but you're not willing to be like, okay, I don't need to bother him and force my ideals upon them, because that's what the issue I would have with it. You can't force your ideals upon others. It's only if they accepted that it's cool, and that's really about it. It's that simple. Respect people what they want to be called. Can't force ideals on people. That's honestly how you can find world peace, because motherfuckers be out here arguing about little to nothing. Like shit. Look at, how many say little to nothing? That would be a terrible example. I was gonna say some shit about Palestine. That's not little to nothing. That's something very fucking serious. But it's like how that even transpired is that what I've heard or what I've researched is that, okay, we had, I guess, Jewish immigrants coming to Palestine. They're being housed by Palestinians. And then for some fucking reason, more and more came or something like that. This is not even, people can go fact check this, but more and more came. Then somehow, some way, Palestinians were getting forced out of their homes, and then we got this big ass conflict. What I'm alluding to there is that the fact that these two people are different and that they're fighting is an issue that I've seen some shit where the Jewish people that are now within that Palestinian area that are now living there would praise the fact that these people should go die. I seen a video on that, and it was just like, you hate someone because they're different from you. That's it. Not the fact that they did anything to you, but the fact that they're just plain old different from you. That's why racism doesn't even make any fucking sense. Like really think about it. Like, you hate a person because they have a different skin color than what you have. You think that they're worse than you because they don't look like you. How does that even equate? The fuck? I don't look like you, so you're better or I'm better at what? Living? Huh? Shit doesn't make any sense, but people don't really like think like that because there's a lot of beautiful people out there, really, from multiple races. There's just, I don't know, it's just kind of mad stupid. Then we got the COVID issue, the vaccines, the anti-vaxxers. Man, I understand the reason why I say the people within the black community don't support the COVID issue, because we have shit like the Tuskegee trials that they did. Fuck them niggas over. 100%. Don't blame them. Fuck them niggas completely over it. Wouldn't trust the government. Can't hold them. And what the fuck? They did them supremely dirty. They expected aid from the government for the issue that they had, but they did not. The government did not help them. They literally used them as fucking guinea pigs for an experiment, just to see how syphilis, just to see how syphilis would progress in a human being. It's like, that's mad sick behavior. I don't even think you people could do their own research. I'm not even gonna bring that shit up. It's just mad sick, bro, and just like that's really all I have to say, man. No, that's not even all I have to say. Last last thing. This is still about the vaccine issue. The whole idea that the vaccine is there to harm isn't true. I get how, like I said, how black people don't trust it because of what they, because the just the government, what they've been doing to black people for fucking 400 years, bro. How could they trust the government so easily? I can understand that, but for anybody else, maybe you're looking at what they did to black people and you're trying to use it for yourself. I don't know, but for anyone else, I don't know, bro. Niggas have their own theories about, oh my god, they're trying to make us mind control, make us obedient service to the government and all that shit. It's so weird. It doesn't make any sense. If they wanted to do that, they could have done that shit when we were in school, when we were drinking that milk. Easy clap. Like what? When we were drinking those fucking cartons of milk, man, they could have mind controlled us way easier that way. All y'all motherfuckers were drinking that bitch. I don't know. Um, it's just fucking dumb, bro. Like people are literally dying because people wanna be just stupid about the issue. I get it to an extent, but you're kind of endangering others because you think that this COVID thing is a myth and it's not real when people are literally dying and getting sick everywhere. It's actually fucking hilarious. It's becoming worse and worse, and shit, honestly, I don't know how long this shit's gonna last. I think we got like, I think this whole might be going on for a longer time because people don't care, man. Yeah, that's also the thing with social issues, man. Like in the U.S., individuality is such an fucking important ingrained thing in people's mind. In the U.S., the individual matters way above the community. That's 100% true. That is why we still have such a serious COVID issue fucking nationwide. Is people don't just want to wear a mask, they don't want to get vaccinated, and it's just hey, kind of fucked. But that's all I got to say about that. Thank you for listening. I'll see if I want to do anything like this again. And goodbye. The nigga Mamba Jack. The I want to be a boogie with the hoodie, but not yet. Signing out.